Yeah, buddy. All right. What's up, everybody? Rivera here. Remember this little truck? ¿Se acuerdan de esta camioneta? I showed this one off a few videos back. And a lot of people were asking me, how the hell did you drop it? This is not a Hot Wheels. This is from Jada Toys Just Truck series. This is a 1958 Chevy Apache stepside. And I like collecting these trucks. And I like to display them too, but because they don't fit up on my display, I drop them. So I take off the lifted suspension and I put wheels off of Hot Wheels, Real Riders. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I do it. I'm going to drop this one. This is a 1985 Chevrolet C10. I had one of these in my display, but I gave it to one of my buddies, George Perez. Luckily, I have another one, and I've been saving it to do it on video. So I'll show you guys the best I can, the tools and materials that I use to drop one of these. So let me put the camera over my workbench, and let's drop this thing. Alright, real quick, these are the tools and materials that I use to make all this work. La herramienta y los materiales. Of course, you need a little Phillips screwdriver to take those apart. Need a blade to open it, and for the axle tubing. I use a little number 50 drill bit. Of course, you need it for the drill. You don't need a drill. You can just use a Dremel. Here's a variable speed Dremel. And I have a spiral bit on it just to cut the base. You'll see. And you could just put this drill bit on the Dremel real quick so you can just make the holes. Some small wire cutters, little snips. And big wire cutters for the axles. And for the tubing, this is what I use to make my own axles. Just when I cut them with the blade, I just stick the little pick in there just to open it up and stick the axles in. I use super glue, liquid and gel. And then, of course, safety glasses. The rear riders are from Hot Wheels. Just metal on metal. This one's a bubble gunner, and this is a quick delivery. I use these because I'm going to show you real quick. These are smaller, like just skinnier than these. Estos están más delgados, están más anchos. So it's anybody's preference. I use both. These are the thin ones, these are the thick ones. Cool, almost done with this one. So let me get this out of the way and let's get started. I just finished this one, man, and it rolls perfect. Perfect. There's another 58 Chevy Apache. So that one's just like the gold one. Pretty neat. Now I have 4 of them. There's an M2, not that one. Here we go. And the one that we're gonna do is this one. These have been out for a while. This one is Wave 14, 1985 Chevrolet C10. And you can, no, not this blade. You gotta be careful when you open these. I mean, I was gonna do a whole just like from start to finish how I do this, but a video like this just deserves the whole rundown of how I do this. So these things are all screwed together. There's no rivets or no nothing, so I don't think you need a drill to take them apart. First, what I'll do is I'll take off these screws. There it is. And the body just comes out of the whole chassis. Alright, so what we're going to do is, well, there's 4 more screws to take off. It literally takes off the whole suspension out of the base. There it is. So these, I just put away. We're gonna use the base. See, or those other two screws. Remember, the ones that I used were, you'll see when you take this apart, you'll end up with two fine thread screws, and the ones that hold the suspension are a little bit more coarse. We don't use those no more. Now, what I'm going to do is I use some cutters that I got right here, little snips. I'm going to cut all around right here. Here's an example. Well, here's the C10. What I'm going to do is just try to open this up to make the wheels, you know, fit inside right there. So I'll just cut the whole wheel well off. That's what we're gonna do to all of them. All right, there it is. The wheel wells are gone. So that's how we're looking so far. Now, even if I make custom axles, these are the thinner wheels that I was telling you about. I'm gonna use these ones instead of the thick ones, but either or I'll still show you. It's gonna be the same technique. These still won't fit inside. So what we're gonna have to do, cut halfway through that circle, either way, anywhere, with the Dremel. Just make some space, bore all that out, so this can fit in there perfect. All right, so that's what we're going to do right now. Whoops. All right, here it is. So what I'm doing, I'm just trying to make some clearance just so these wheels can fit inside. So now they fit perfect. Okay, so I got the front end done. Now I need to do the back. All right, there it is, front and back. Ahí está. Los cuatro lados. So there's the space that I need for the wheels. All around, just the thickness that I need. Probably a little too much for these wheels, but I guess more better. Now what I'm going to do is make my own axles. I gotta make this work, right? Put that in there. Probably use this thing right here, but what I do is I drill a little tiny hole on these edges through here. That's why I save these. And I do that for this little tubing. I put that through the holes. All right, and we secure that with glue. I'll just put a little dab of glue. What I'll do is let me do the holes real quick and then measure this little tubing. All right. Again, if you're not careful, you can easily screw this up. You could barely see that hole right there that I did. That hole is to put this tubing. This is just the way I do it, and it works for me. So what I'll do now is I'll just measure it kind of flush to the ends. So lo voy a cortar ahí with the blade. I'll just cut it right there, and then we'll secure that with a couple dabs of glue. Let's cut the tubing. Ahí está. There it is. A little tubing for the axles. So ahí están los tubitos para los ejes. Ahora usamos los mismos ejes de los Rail Riders de los Hot Wheels. We use the same little piece of axle. of the rail riders. So we just need half of the axle, and we'll put it through, and it goes in. Right? Let's see if I can find the other one real quick. This is just so you can get the idea. And it goes that way. ¿Ves? Ahí va más o menos. Almost done. Just gotta do the other side. Yeah, there it is. Now the axles are not secure yet. Just gotta put a little dab of glue. Te falta ponerle goma a los tubitos de los ejes y a los ejes para que no se salgan. So just gotta put some glue on the tubing and on the axles, and we're done. Let me do that real quick. Just a little bit to secure it and let that dry. Looks like that's dry. Now I'm going to put a little drop of glue on the tip of this. And put it right there, making sure I don't go all the way in because the glue does come out, and then the glue's gonna get on your wheel and you'll screw it up. Just give it a few seconds, it'll dry. So vamos a hacer eso a las 4. Poner las 4 ruedas y ya estuvo. Let me do that to all 4 and we're done. Alright, there it is. All 4 wheels glued on. What I like to do is I like to put a little bit of gel right there in the middle, and then pinch the tubes also, just to secure the axles in there. That's just me. Alright, so ya están las ruedas. Now we'll put the body on. Go like that. Yep. And there you have it. What do you think about that? The when you're taking this apart, it comes with a big grill right here in the front. Tiene un tumbaburros ahí, pero no me gusta. I don't like that. And the screw for the front is longer than the one in the rear, so we'll just cut that one in half with the thick, big old wire cutters, and then we'll just screw that down. But right now we'll just put the back one. There it is, man. And it rolls. It goes to the right a little bit, but you just gotta secure the axles in there. Como ves? You like that? It's not easy, man. I'm telling you. It does take some work. Now I have 5 of them. This one, 2 Apaches, and this big old dually. Alright? And my next one will be this Cadillac Escalade, and I'm gonna put these wheels on, so I can't wait for that. There it is, all done. Looks good, man. I like it. I like dropping these trucks. So there's 2 little Chevy C10s. Here's a 99 Chevy Silverado dually dropped. And my 2 little Chevy Apaches right there, step sides. Cool. Little street thing that I got going on. Those are Hot Wheels. And those are the Jada Toys. Cool. Look in the description below for more information, tools and materials that I use to make this little guy work. Fíjense en la descripción abajo. Más información, herramientas, materiales que usé para hacer el proyecto este. Y regálenme un like si les gustó el video. Preguntas o comentarios, ya saben, ponlos ahí abajo. Smash that like button if you like this video. Any questions or comments, post that down below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It'll be right here on the screen. Those are the Hot Wheels from the last video. They'll be right there on the screen too. That's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. I'll talk to you guys later.